What to do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again. And on today's story, we're gonna talk about the time that ISU supposedly had a Mini 14 on the floor, right? That's according to my celly, man. But they did have a strap. But before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit the like and comment. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button real quick. Does not take nothing from you. And at the end of the day, just help my channel. Which, for those who've been supporting, thank you, muchas gracias. Highly appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity. So let's get to this story. So to tell you this story, man, you have to understand, grasp how everything started. So I'm gonna be quick on this. So when we came to this place, we got together. There's a group of us. Not that big group, but it was more like 3 or 4 individuals. And we were like, hey man, we need to establish ourselves right here. We're first in scene. Let's do this. And we did accomplish that. We have to do 2 things that every prisoner wants. We accomplished that. And once you accomplish that, you have to understand there's gonna be a lot of haters, people that don't want to pay stuff, people that they don't want you to hustle like that, and people who want to take your place, right? So because of that, trust me, they're gonna be telling on you, and that's exactly what's happening. Now, of course, everybody got hot, but me, I thought I had a deal, right? According to me, right? So there was multiple searches by ISU, and the last one that made me think that they were gonna come after me, here it comes, right? So on this occasion, they searched, I think, 2 or 3 cells, right? Not my cell. So when I heard them come in, usually ISU comes in on this place. It was around 7 in the morning. Usually in other places they come in like at 4 or 3 in the morning, like super earlier. That was one thing about this one spot. They always used to come super late, 7 in the morning. I don't know if they want to catch you or using the restroom or what, but they rush a couple cells, right? Now the thing about this is that when they rush a cell that one of my close homeboys were at, and also where one of my homeboys who comes to my life was at, is that when they rushed that cell, the homie was breaking his phone. He had a phone and he was breaking it, like slamming it to the floor, trying to break everything. And the guy from ISU was telling him, stop doing that. And he didn't care. He didn't care. He was just breaking it, trying to get rid of whatever evidence was on that phone so they cannot get into it, whatever. And whether he accomplished that or not, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see no paperwork that said, oh, we found this evidence on this phone or whatever. But that's what he did, right? So after doing this, I'm over here not knowing what's happening, right? I'm over here paying attention outside my window, seeing how those guys in black patches are walking up and down. To this point, I don't know what the homie did over there in his cell. And all of a sudden, I'm paying attention. I'm looking outside the window. One of the ISU came out of nowhere, like from the corner. Boom, pop up into my cell and just looking straight to me inside my cell. You know what I mean? And he was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just paying attention to the show out there, Simple as that, And then he was asking me, oh, where you came from, stuff like that. They already know. So right there, I was like, this guy is going to come for us. He just came to scoop the scene. And next time it's going to be us. Watch. And sure enough, I'm not bullshitting. Sure enough, the next time it was us. And this is when it gets super interesting, right? So it was this one morning. It had passed maybe like a month. So far, somebody ended up rolling it up. He gave all the information. He gave all the details on everybody, and it was all bad, right? So now I'm included on this list. Now they have the big picture, who's doing what and everything, right? We knew that the prison was hot. Somebody, one of our mules, got caught with the big pedazo. And those who know what a pedazo is, yeah, that's a pedazo. He got caught with the pedazo. So they took him. We were in lockdown for 2 days, I believe, and then we resumed program, right? But when they resumed program, that's when you came to hit those cells, which one of them was my cell, right? So I remember that this morning, regular morning, man. Watching movies, drink coffee, did our stuff, clean the cell. we just finished it. I just finished using the restroom. Then my celly was sitting down, chopping it up with me, uh, and all of a sudden, I just seen this man in black coming. Was it? I think they're coming to the cell with the block gun and telling us, "Hey, get down, motherfuckers! Do not move." And all I remember, it was my celly saying, "What the fuck?" Because he got surprised, right? And I was like, "Fuck!" So they got us right there, red-handed, right? So they opened the door. As he was doing that shit, they were opening the door, you know. But he had the black gun, you know. And I think they brought that black gun because of what had happened that last search. Because the last search, they didn't have black guns. Not that I heard of, you know. But this time, at least they came to my cell with that. You know, I don't know if they came to the other cell with that as well. But in my cell, they came with that. On this occasion, there was only two cells that were searched. It was me and then the other homeboy's cell. That is actually one of the homeboys who comes on the lives, you know. And he can verify this. So I don't, like I said, I don't know if they ever came with a block gun to go search his cell, and I have never asked them. Well, the thing is that they found stuff in her cell, and they end up taking us to the hall, right? So the whole time I'm like, fuck, we're done, right? It's all bad. My Sally is packing with him, and we're like, oh shit. He's telling me, hey man, I got stuff with me. Just go with the flow, man. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. Just go with the flow. They just think they got everything and just go with the floor. And sure enough, man, they never search us or nothing. Eventually, when we went to ADSEG, that's when they search you. Hey man, they do a half-ass search, but they put you in the cages first, you know. So like, you can get rid of stuff right there. For one, so
Once we in ADSEG,
we go to the yard. So there it is. Couple homeboys who had been caught in the early searches who went to the hole. They're right there and they're like, what happened? What's going on and stuff? So we gave you the whole spiel. And then the celly is like, and then my celly said, like, yeah, man, they came with the Mini 14s. And I was like, what the fuck with the Mini 14s? And the other homie's like, what? Like, hell no, they can't have the Mini 14s on the floor, you know? But for a minute, he did got us like off guard, you know, like, fuck, possibly the Mini 14, but there's no way Mini 14s cannot be on the floor, period. In the story. Imagine if they put a Mini 14 on the floor and you take that from a cop, that's going to be all bad. There's no Mini 14s on the floor. They did have a block gun, and the thing about Marcel is probably got confused. The thing about Marcel is when they came making all that noise and pointing that the barrel, the big old barrel, he was like, "Oh shit, that's a Mini 14." So when we were on the back, that was the story. He said, "Hey, they came with the Mini 14s," but I was like, "Nah, man, they cannot be. It cannot be the Mini 14. There's no way they're gonna bring the Mini 14 to the floor and do that, you know." The crazy thing about this story is actually the guy who ended up telling on the crazy thing about this story is the guy who ended up telling on all of us, basically breaking down the scheme, everything that was going on. It was a lifer. It was a lifer. It was somebody who possibly was not getting out no more, you know. And the individual got caught with the phone in one of the first searches. This individual ended up going to medical, and from medical never came back. And after that, everybody started falling one by one. Eventually, until they took all the operation away, you know. Eventually, some individuals got lucky and stayed on the yard. But after that, it was not the same no more. Yeah, people were making moves and stuff like that. But after that, it was not the same no more. We ended up going back to the yard once we were done with our shoot term. And we're just kicking it after that, man. But it was a funny, interesting story, man, with a lot of action, especially with the ISU came with the Big Bertha, which I never seen them come with the Big Bertha, but I'm pretty sure they have done it before. They have done it multiple times, you know. And the reason I think they did is because the homie was breaking his phone. He was not listening to them, and he just didn't care, you know. He just didn't care. So with this being it, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Highly appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Saludos a todos and take care.